Welcome to Alive and Well, the podcast for the new era of high achievers. You're done burning out, and you're ready to lead, work, and live in a rhythm that honors both your brilliance and your body. I'm your host, Michelle Grosser. I'm a trial attorney turned nervous system strategist, and I've lived the burnout story. I know what it's like to chase your goals at the expense of your well-being. And I also know it doesn't have to be that way. Here, we're redefining success. It's where productivity feels peaceful, boundaries feel like freedom, and energy comes from within. Each week, I'll share practical tools for nervous system regulation, time mastery, and somatic strategies so you can show up with clarity, calm, and confidence in every part of your life. Because you, my friend, were given a spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. So here's to life and living it fully. This is the path to feeling alive and well. Let's dive in. Hey, welcome back to Alive and Well. And if you're listening to this on the day of publication, if it is Tuesday, August 26th, and it's still early in the day, I have some exciting news for you that today is the day. My free workshop, I'm teaching it live. It's called From On Edge to At Ease. Is happening later today on Tuesday, August 26th at 1 p.m. Eastern. And I would love to see you there. The workshop is going to be deeply experiential. So I teach a lot about regulation. If you guys listen to this show, you learn a lot about regulation. But I want you to feel the shift. So we're going to walk through some somatic tools that you can start using to shift the state of your nervous system right now, in the moment. Even if maybe you felt like you have been stuck for years. So if you haven't yet saved your seat, go ahead and do that now. There's a link in the show notes, or you can go to michellegrosser.com/workshop. And then you can come back here. And whether you're joining us live today, or maybe you're catching this episode after the workshop has happened, I do want to give you something valuable today. And I want to talk about something that a lot of us struggle with, I think, if we're being honest, but we don't talk about that much and we rarely name it. But it's that sense of being on edge, right? Just kind of feeling like you have a short fuse, your patience is shot. Maybe you just wake up kind of annoyed or irritable before the day even starts, right? Or maybe it's like some small thing happens and then the tears are coming, right? That you didn't see coming, and you just feel kind of snappy, or you shut down, or you check out, or what have you. And I think we can get into this thought loop of like, what's wrong with me? Like, what's going on? I shouldn't be acting this way, or I shouldn't be reacting this way. And if that's been your experience, I want you to take a deep breath, because we're going to unpack what's actually going on beneath those reactions today and what you can do about it. So let's kind of start with this. When we're feeling reactive, edgy, overwhelmed, like you're going to boil over, or you're just going to check out and shut down, it's not that there's anything fundamentally wrong with you, right? It's not like a character flaw. It's a signal. It's a communication. It's a messenger. It's a sign that your nervous system is dysregulated. And I think most of us think that our emotional responses are a mind issue. So if we could just think better, right? If we could just be more disciplined, or journal more, or, have a better routine, whatever, we'd stop snapping, or we'd stop crying at the drop of a hat, or we'd stop getting thrown off by little things. But here's the reality. When your body doesn't feel safe, your brain is going to do whatever it has to do to protect you, including launching you into this feeling of being reactive or edgy. And it's where this idea of neuroception comes in. So neuroception is your body's automatic subconscious scanning system. So you don't really realize that this is happening. It's kind of happening under the surface without your conscious awareness. But your nervous system is constantly looking for cues of either safety or danger. So in everything that you're doing, right? At any interaction with other people, your nervous system is constantly scanning. Is this safe, or is there a chance I'm going to be criticized here or hurt or rejected or embarrassed? Or, it's always scanning. And it happens below our awareness, but it shapes how we respond to the world around us. So even if your mind knows that you're safe, right? I'm at home. It's a Sunday afternoon. My family is here, right? My mind knows I'm safe, but my body might not be believing that, because under the surface, maybe my subconscious and this action of neuroception is anticipating that I'm going to miss an important email that comes through today if I don't check my email, or that when tonight comes and then it's Monday morning again, that I'm going to be back into the chaos of the week. And there's like underlying anxiety about that. Even if your mind knows you're safe, your body might not be on the same page because of neuroception. And in that moment, our nervous system is going to shift into fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, whatever it thinks is our best chance for getting through the thing that feels stressful. And that's when you see reactivity kick in. It's not because you're being irrational. It's because your body's trying to protect you. So what happens? Well, when we jump into these responses, these stress responses, our heart rate spikes, our muscles tense, right? Our breath can get shallow, and all of the logical, executive function, planning tools in our back pocket, they just don't land. They just don't work. Because when your nervous system perceives any sort of threat, that part of your brain, the planning part of your brain, our prefrontal cortex, that's the part that handles logic and empathy and decision making, offline. It just goes offline. And our nervous system, our survival brain, takes over. So if you've ever felt like, man, like cognitively, logically, I know this isn't actually that big of a deal, but I can't stop myself from reacting, that's why. It's not like you're weak, it's just your wiring. And that wiring can be shifted. This is the good news, right? But not through willpower alone. So what do we do? Well, first, I think we stop chasing calm, and I put that in air quotes, calm, as if that's the goal, because regulation isn't actually about being calm all the time. It's about having the capacity to respond to life's stressors without getting hijacked by them. So we want to be flexible. We want to be present. We want to have agency and choice in how we are responding to life's stressors, not automatically being thrust into fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. So a regulated nervous system doesn't mean you don't ever get triggered. It doesn't mean you don't ever get activated. What it means is that you have the capacity to come back to baseline, to return to your center more quickly, right? You're not getting stuck in these states of dysregulation. You can feel emotions, but you're not just going to be consumed by it. You're not going to start spiraling. You're not going to have days where you're feeling checked out. You're going to be able to stay grounded even when things feel challenging. And what does that actually feel like, right? It can feel like, and it can look like so many full things. Like maybe you notice that you tend to have really shallow breathing. Like maybe it feels really tight in your chest, like you have a heavy weight on your chest. Maybe for you, regulation feels like being able to take full breaths, full deep breaths. Maybe it feels like feeling grounded, right? Feeling your feet on the ground, both literally and figuratively. Maybe it means that you're able to have that hard conversation you've been avoiding and still sensing your own body and your own needs and your own power. Maybe it means waking up and feeling like you're prepared and ready for the day and you can handle what comes at you, and not waking up feeling like you're already behind before the day is even started. Or maybe it just looks like being present with the people you love, right? Maybe it's being present with your kids, being present with your partner, and not being half distracted, right? Half there, half bracing, half planning for what's coming next. And then maybe when it comes to edginess, it's just like reacting less or recovering faster, or being able to hold your boundaries. I think for a lot of women, especially if you've been in go, go, go mode for years, regulation can kind of feel foreign. Just because we've been going for so long, it hasn't felt safe to slow down or to rest or to regulate. And that's okay. It just means that your body has learned to live in survival. And now you're going to teach it how to have a different kind of input. So how do we kind of get there, right? We stop trying to quote unquote fix our mindset, and we really start with the body. If you guys have been here for a while, you know that's my thing, right? We start with the body because your nervous system actually speaks a sensory language. It does not speak a verbal language. So we can't just tell ourselves to chill out. We can't just tell ourselves to relax. We can't just tell ourselves to calm down. The most effective tools aren't actually mindset reframes or affirmations. Those are helpful, but they have to come in after, right? The body leads, the mind follows. So how do we communicate safety to our nervous system? We do it with breath. We do it with rhythm. We do it with temperature, pressure, movement, sound, orientation. All of these simple, science-backed, somatic tools that communicate to your body, hey, you're safe, right? It's okay. We got this. I can downshift. You don't need a brace for this. And it's really the foundation of my return framework. And that's what I'm going to be teaching about at the workshop today, from On Edge to At Ease. We're going to explore how to release survival stress and how to rewire those patterned reactions and how to give your body the safety it's been missing probably for a long time. So if you listen to this before 1 p.m. Eastern on August 26th, you can go ahead, sign up. It's free. The workshop is for you. If you're tired of snapping, tired of feeling edgy, tired of shutting down, maybe you've been feeling reactive or volatile or numb or disconnected. And maybe you're frustrated by it, right? Maybe you've been doing all the things and it still feels like something's missing. We're going to give you some tools to change that, not by doing more, not by pushing harder, but really by learning how to finally work with your nervous system. And it's the work that has changed everything for me and for so many of my clients. And I want to share it with you. So go ahead, register free, michellegrosser.com/workshop. If you're listening later in the day, you can go ahead and check it out. The replay is going to be available for a short time if you can't make it live. I hope I'll see you there. I hope this is a moment for your body to finally get to exhale. It's going to be really good. All right, take care. I'll talk to you guys soon.